Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk briefly about chording on the Svalboard finger cluster. So specifically I'm talking about a single finger hitting more than one key at a time. There's also chording where you hit multiple keys with multiple fingers at the same time, but that's not my concern here. That's the same on any given keyboard really. The reason people ask about this is generally for stenography or because they want to do funny combos. There are steno users on Svalboard who are productive, who actually really enjoy it and prefer it over having to go back and forth between a traditional steno board and a regular keyboard. So that is real, but I'm not that guy. I am not a stenography guy. For me, regular typing is fine, and I prefer to augment with voice technologies when I want to use a different input modality. But if you're into that, by all means, come ask on the Discord. So what you can see here is a board that has actually the sort of prototype weird 6-key clusters. I'm still not really sold on that, but they're interesting. So I've got a center key, I've got a south key, inward, outward, north, and then this second south key. I can hit center and south really easily. That's a great chord. Actually, it feels really nice. For me, center and inward is plausible. Center and outward feels kind of lousy. And with a little bit of thought, I can definitely sort of stab at the north and center keys at the same time and activate them. It really depends on the key shapes. I can also easily hit these two south keys together, but if you do that with your ring and middle fingers, you're starting to have some interference with the ball. You can see that I bump the trackball if I chord those two together. So let's not focus on that right this moment. In terms of what is better about this and what might be worse about this in terms of design for chording, DataHand and Svaboard both have an ethos built around individual motions for individual characters. So these orthogonal motions so that you don't ever have to wonder, have I gone far enough over to hit key X, Y, or Z? You don't have the diagonal reaches and so forth. You can hit the diagonal combos actually pretty easily. But again, I don't think that the fingers really do super well moving in these diagonal directions. I think they prefer to be extended and flexed. And then the lateral motions, we do actually have control of that to a degree on different fingers, and it's also assisted in part by the hand and wrist. But because of that design philosophy, these keys are designed with some gap between them, so you always kind of know what you're really touching. And if you want to change to focus more on a chording philosophy where you're going to hit multiple keys at one time, you can do something like this, where this was an experimental cluster I built. It's just a mechanical thing to put extra shaping around the keys so that the gaps between the keys are smaller and you can catch more than one at the same time. So here I can easily hit 3 keys with my thumb. I can hit these two really easily coming inwards and so forth. So that works great. And if you want to mess around with changing your key shapes by putting polycaprolactone or other shaping plastics on there, or you just want to make some PLA keys and bend them to suit, that's fine. But polycaprolactone is really cool. You just put it in hot water and smush it on there and you can shape it however you want. I think it's really fun. So that's the quick overview. Yes, you can absolutely chord on Svalboard. Yes, there are steno users using it. No, I don't have any special expertise in that, nor is it a particular design target for me. But hop on the Discord, ask your questions. If anyone else wants to join in the steno party, I'm always really curious to see what you crazy people come up with. And I hope that you'll continue to experiment and expand the envelope of what's possible using Svalboard and other input devices. Take good care of yourselves.